Hey everybody, it's Robert D. Awesome with AIM Country Music Television. And we're sitting here chatting with the fabulous, talented Miss Jaycee Lynne. Hey Jaycee, how you doing tonight?
How are you doing?
Oh, I'm great. So, tell me a little bit of how you're involved with this endeavor.
Well, actually, some of the people who helped with, not Michelle, but Howie and Kimberly Smoke, they're good friends of mine, and they reached out and said they needed help putting this thing together. So I was able to call my good friends who own the Storytellers, and they hooked us up with a venue and just kind of ran with it from there.
Yeah, I met Mr. Oxley earlier. He's a character.
Which one?
Brian?
Okay. Because Brian was the first one, the one that I've talked with the most, but then Chris was actually the one who said, hey, we'd love to have the event. And I think, is it Dawn? Is it Dan?
I don't know. I met the one that Mark Cash said was the owner. He said it was Brian Oxley.
Yep.
And that's who we spoke with. He's a character.
He is, but it's a phenomenal family.
Oh, wow.
So
So tell us a little bit about your career.
my career, well, it's actually getting exciting right now. Thankfully, after COVID, things have started to pick back up. I've got my debut EP is now ready. I've got physical copies available, so if you buy them from me, they're $5. If I have to ship them out, they're $8 because I have to pay for shipping. But then October 8th, they'll also be available for digital. So, yeah.
So, what songs are on there?
They're all original. So I wrote all 5 of them by myself. So if you love it, thank you. If you don't,
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Everyone's opinion is welcome, even if it's wrong.
Oh, wow. So, how did you get into music?
Oh, goodness. That was back in high school. I was cast as Sharpay in High School Musical. I know it's hard to believe.
What's High School Musical?
High School Musical? Do you really not know that? Oh my goodness, the Disney mega hit that had like 14 sequels.
Oh, okay.
I was cast as the mean girl,
Okay.
if that. And after doing that show, I fell in love with the creative process. So it's not only, being on stage, but it's all the work that leads up to the rehearsals, the spacing out, figuring out, how the production's going to work. Exactly. So that's kind of where I fell in love with it. And then I met my manager who agreed to take me on and haven't looked back since. So.
Oh, wow. So how long have you been performing?
Full time, I moved down here when I was 21. I had been coming down and doing, weekend type things a few years before that, but I wanted to wait to actually make the permanent move until I was old enough to get into all the venues. So that's when I was full on, but I finished high school online so that I could dedicate those last few years to doing music full time. So it's my life.
You gotta love what you do.
Absolutely.
So you moved down here. Where'd you move from?
Missouri.
Missouri.
So north central Missouri, yes sir.
Ah.
Don't ask if it's near Springfield or Branson because it's 5 hours away. 3 hours from St. Louis or Kansas City.
Are we saying we were out in the sticks?
A little bit, yeah. Yep. It was 20 miles to the local Walmart.
When you were leaving to come to Nashville, did you even look in the rearview mirror?
I mean, I might have looked, but it wasn't a long look. And that's nothing against where I came from. Like, they're everyday, hardworking American middle class. And so there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, but it's just not what I wanted. And so I was very fortunate to have the few that encouraged me and said, Jaycee, go, we're proud of you. And the others just, it's kind of like that. That's fine. That's fine. You guys motivate me to work that much harder to prove you wrong.
Are we going to be seeing big things from you?
Oh, yeah. Got a lot of big stuff coming up.
Any music videos yet?
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Thank you for being with us.
Thank you for taking the time. I appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, no problem.